All right, hello everyone, and welcome to another Flex Break. As you probably just got notified, I will be recording this just to get some more content up on our YouTube channel. So for today's Flex Break, we'll be doing a lot of our basic, those combos, holding stretches with those dynamic stretches. So hope you're looking forward to moving a little bit and those good stretches as well. So if you haven't already, go ahead and stand up. And let's start with the head and neck like we typically do. So with those arms relaxed at the sides, shoulders relax as well. We'll start with just a simple head and neck turns. Turning the head and looking from left to right. And as always, when you turn your head, pause and hold at that end range of motion for maybe 1 to 2 seconds. And once you've done an equal number to the left and to the right, return the head to its normal position. And let's move into neck rock and rolls. So again, shoulders still relaxed. We'll bring the chin to the chest and we'll slowly and smoothly rock the head from side to side, making sure to stop the head with the ear over the shoulder. And again, chin to chest and ear over the other shoulder. And just a couple more to each side. Again, making sure to do an equal number to the right and to the left. And then bringing the head, the chin back to the chest and returning the head to its normal position. And one more movement-oriented stretch for our neck region. So with this one, just similar to our side of the neck stretch, we're just going to tip the head from side to side, alternating, tipping the right ear to the right shoulder and left ear down to the left shoulder. And once you're ready, bring the head to its normal position. And let's go into that side of the neck holding stretch. So with this one, feel free to just simply tip the head to the side, keeping the arms relaxed at your sides as well. Or if you want a little bit deeper stretch, you can bring the arm behind the back and then tip the head away from that bent arm. So we'll hold here in one of those positions for about 15 seconds. And release that side when you're ready. And let's do the same thing on the other side. Again, arm behind the back is optional. And we'll just tip the head to the side and hold. And go ahead and release. And let's move away from the head and neck into the shoulders and the upper back. So starting with our back of the shoulder stretch, as we take one arm across the body, pull, hold for 1 to 2 seconds and release. We'll start with the dynamic movement first. And once you've done an equal number with the right arm and the left arm, With that first arm that you started with, we'll pause and hold. And now just holding the stretch. And release and switch to the other side. Last back of the shoulder stretch. And release. And one for the back of the, or excuse me, the between the shoulder blades. We'll do our horizontal arm reach. So we'll interlace the fingers, we'll flip the palms, pressing the hands forward and reaching as far forward as we can and holding this stretch. And go ahead and release out of that stretch. Now let's move into our side bend stretch. So with this one, feel free to keep the hands just at the center of the chest or involve that reach up overhead as you tip from side to side. Again, once you reach that end range of motion, pause and hold for maybe 1 to 2 seconds and continue the movement to the other side. And go ahead and release when you're ready after you've done an equal number on the right and the left. Let's move into our chest stretch. So this one, our single arm chest stretch. If you do not have a vertical surface, feel free to do our just basic chest opener stretch with the arms behind the back and pulling the shoulder blades back as well. So the vertical surface could be a wall, could be the edge of a wall, the tallest side of your cubicle, maybe a door frame, something where you can place your hand parallel to the floor. So I'm going to demonstrate on the flat wall here. So I'm placing my hand flat on the wall with those fingers pointed away from my body. And then from here, just pivoting the feet, opening up the chest, and establishing that stretch. Now with the flat wall position, depending on how tight you are and the positioning of your arm, you may feel a stretch through that upper arm area, that bicep region. So don't be alarmed if you do feel that as well. It is just based on the positioning of the arm. But as long as you're feeling that stretch as well through that chest, that'll be perfect. And release when you're ready. Again, pivoting the feet back to facing that vertical surface. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Again, feel free, do a second time of that chest opener stretch. But again, arm parallel to the floor, anchored on that vertical surface, and then pivot the feet, opening up the chest and holding that stretch. I always like to say your hand in a neutral position, anchored onto that vertical surface, is always a little more comfortable and just isolates that stretch through that upper chest. So ideally, if you can, keeping that hand in that neutral position, but if all you have is that flat surface of a wall, it works just as well. You just get that added stretch in that upper arm. And release when you're ready. Let's bring the elbows in at our sides, getting into our wrists and forearms. So starting with some wrist circles. So that full rotation of the wrist and as well with the forearm. So that way we get as much range of motion and movement as we can. And go the opposite direction. We'll try to do about an equal number of revolutions here. And then for today, into our basic wrist stretches. We'll do these ones just real quick here so we can make sure to get to the lower body stretches as well. So with this first one, arm extended, palm forward, either fingers up or fingers down. And then we pull the hand into the body. If you're looking for a little more aggressive or intense of a stretch, choose the fingers down position. And release and switch to the other side. Again, palm forward, fingers up or fingers down. And release when you're ready. And one last one here, gentle fist, extending the arms out in front of you, flexing at the wrist, pointing the knuckles to the floor, and rotating those forearms, rotating the hands up and in, and then out to the side. Again, always maintaining that initial flexed wrist position as you rotate. And then for our last stretch of the day, most likely, we'll see what we can get in here, into our hip flexors. So stepping back into a comfortable split stance, but again, with a little bit of distance. From here, we're squeezing the glutes and rotating the hip bones. We're taking that front point of the pelvis and rotating it or tipping it so that it points up to the ceiling. Once you have that hip tilt, that glute squeeze, make sure to engage it the whole time. And then just hold. And when you're ready, release that side. And we'll do the same thing on the other side again. Comfortable split stance with both feet flat on the floor, but making sure that we have some space between our feet. Then squeezing the glutes, rotating or tilting the pelvis, and then holding. And go ahead, release out of that stretch. And that is it for today's routine. Thanks everyone for joining. Hope you enjoyed today's stretches and the combination of dynamic and static stretches as well. As a reminder, a little note here, our YouTube channel, Healthier Together Virtual Wellness, we do have a playlist of flex breaks. I've recorded a couple and there's some other ones as well that we have created over the years. So if you do come across a day that you can't make one of my live virtual sessions here, you can always jump onto the YouTube channel and play one back from a previous time. So yeah, just wanted to let everyone know that those are available for those kind of times where kind of schedule conflictions may happen. But thanks everyone, take care and hope to see you in another Flex Break.